Wow, that was great to watch as we welcome you to Phillies Postgame Live, presented by our friends at Cure Auto Insurance. Along with Ricky Bottalico, I'm Michael Barkan, Ruben Amaro Jr. In a few moments, 3-0 Phillies behind the pitching of Zack Wheeler. He was outstanding. Now 20 2/3 scoreless in his last 20 2/3 at Citizens Bank Park, Ricky Bo.
Wheeler was spectacular on both sides of the plate. He did a lot of damage fastball-wise. I thought he had good movement inside to the right-handed hitters. He wasn't afraid to have that sinker run in on their hands, and he was painting the corner in there, which, as a hitter, you might as well go sit down once he starts doing that. And the other thing on the outside part of the plate, he was just zipping four-seam fastballs right on the corner. I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're a hitter? You have to guess one way or the other. You guess wrong, you're in trouble anyways. And then I mean, he did throw a bunch of sliders in this ball game, but my favorite pitch, I will go to the fifth inning. Will Myers, a strikeout pitch. It was a slider. It was, I mean, you couldn't place it anymore on the corner than he did it, than Wheeler did it. Outstanding performance. I mean, the one thing that you could say about Zack Wheeler is that he's definitely getting stronger. I think Rhys Hoskins is 100% right. He's gone from, 93 up to 97 miles an hour now in a month. So, I mean, that's good that he's climbing the ladder, because he'll probably go up another tick or two, and then he'll be right where he wants to be. But, I mean, the way he's been pitching lately, who cares? Just keep it right where you're at.
Let's go across the street to the booth at Citizens Bank Park. Check in with Ruben Amaro Jr. Call tonight's game with Tom McCarthy. Ruben, most starts with 7 or more innings pitched and 2 earned runs or fewer, 2020 to present. You've got Adam Wainwright, Sandy Alcantara, and Zack Wheeler. 17 starts. How about that?
I'll tell you what, we've gotten a little spoiled, right? And that was the concern right out of the chute in the beginning of the year. And again, he really was not ready to pitch a major league season quite yet in spring training. He really didn't even face major league hitters.
But he goes out there and he just makes sure that, you know what, if I miss strike one, I'm going to come back to get strike one, even out the count, then I'm going to take over the at-bat. That's one thing Zack has done. He has taken over at-bats. He's gotten into good counts. He was toying with guys tonight. He had 1-0-2 counts, and he's throwing that little slider or cutter right on the outside corner, seeing if they go after it. And if they don't, then he pinpoints one. Strike three, you're punched.
Yeah, we wondered, though, about how he would do after a late start of camp, and we kind of talked derisively at the time about, come on, let's go. This guy's a Cy Young candidate. He was last year.
But he was also sick during camp.
He was, and he got a slow start to his workout program as well.
I believe he had the sore shoulder, he was sick, and they were late coming to camp. I don't care about the late coming to camp, but when you're already in camp and you're not feeling well, that's a setback as it is. And Ruben's right. When you look back to spring training, do you remember him pitching in a game?
No.
Thank you. There you go. It's never easy. But for veterans, what they think is that, well, this guy could just jump right back on the mound and everything's going to be great. It's not that simple. Sometimes you have to get a feel for yourself and what's going right, what's going wrong. How do I fix this? How do I fix that? Mechanics are everything in pitching, but arm strength goes along with it, leg strength goes along with that. And once you have them working all cohesively, that's when you see what you're seeing right now.
So the Phillies' 2-game losing streak is over. They have now won 5 of their last 7 games, 6 of their last 9 games, and that's a good thing. Could go for the series win tomorrow against San Diego, with LA coming in for the weekend. Here's Joe Girardi about a nice win.
A really good game. Obviously, 7 strong innings, no runs. Got a little trouble a little bit. Was able to pitch out of it a couple times. But I thought he threw the ball really well.
The ball by Hosmer in the 7th.
Yes.
When it went up, did you have a little?
I was a little worried. Yeah, I was a little worried. We've seen like balls at that trajectory go out. Fortunately, it stayed in the yard. I thought Nick made a nice play on it, and there were a couple pivotal plays today. I think the play, I think it was in the first with JT, right? I think that was a pivotal play, and catching that ball was probably pivotal.
Do you think the Hosmer ball is different from the Humidor?
I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Do you feel like Zach's at where he was last year?
Yeah, I think he's pretty close. you know, had he not had the COVID IL, I think he probably would have been there. You know, we were a little bit still cautious today because he felt it in his first start a little bit quicker than he normally would. So we were still a little cautious today.
Just in terms of bouncing back from last night, it was such a kind of deflating beginning of a homestand after the road trip to have Zack come out and do what he did.
Yeah, that's what guys are supposed to do, right? To come back. You got to bounce back. And to have Zack on the mound was great today. You know, JT has a big hit in the first inning. A lot of little things that happened. I thought we were really patient the first inning. You know, yesterday we didn't walk. Now, part of that's the credit of their pitchers, but today we had a number of them. And just to come out and be able to do this tonight after yesterday, the frustrating loss on Sunday, and then yesterday, it was nice to see.
Knable,
Good.
Knable too. I mean, 4 pitches, 3 outs.
Fantastic.
That's probably the kind of rebound for him.
It's kind of how you draw it up, right? Quick outs. Don't use a lot of pitches, so you're available the next day.
Do you have any more clarity on Bryce for tomorrow?
No, not yet.
And I think it was only the second time this year you've won when scoring 3 runs. You know, you rely on your offense to carry you so much to sort of be able to do.
Yeah, it's great to see. I think you asked that question earlier in the day, so maybe give me a good one tomorrow.
Joe Girardi, and asked earlier, by Jim Salisbury, do you have any clarity on Bryce's arm? He said no, not yet, other than we heard earlier today that Bryce Harper will now be 6 weeks before he's going to start throwing again. And
Joe can't think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, all Joe Girardi could do is play the guys that he has in front of him at that given time. Obviously, Bryce is an easy pencil into the lineup every single day. He's the 3 spot. If he's available, he's in the 3 spot with a DH next to him. But I love what Joe was talking about. It was the little things. Because when you go back to that first inning, JT makes a great defensive play. You're right. Game could have gone any direction if that play gets messed up. If JT overthrows third, or if he throws it by Bohm at third, that's a run. Things change. Well, you look at JT comes up in the first inning, hits a base hit up the middle. He was 0 for 13 coming into that at bat. Boom, base hit up the middle. You go even further. Knable, little things, right? 4 pitches, a 4-pitch inning. Thank you, Padres, because that's like you'd even pitch tonight. It's little things that continue to go. And that helps you win games.
how about Alvarado, Jose Alvarado? That's the first 1, 2, 3 innings he has pitched since April 20th at Colorado.
That's hard to do.
You need to see more of that. We duck and cover. Sorry, Jose. When he comes in the game, no need tonight.
For a guy who throws 100 miles an hour and has a good slider, that's to me, that's a stat that's mind-boggling. That you've gone almost a month without having a 1, 2, 3 inning. Mm-hmm. I mean, some guys could go out there blindfolded and come out with a 1, 2, 3.
Quickly, we've got to take a break, but this is the 30th different lineup in 37 games this season. Does it need to be that way? Do you think it would be if they had left it more alone, if Joe had, that maybe they would be on the winning side of the ledger?
I think the designated hitter makes it a lot easier for the Phillies to switch lineups every day, especially when Bryce isn't in that slot. The other thing is that there's going to be more. And you don't like to say it because you'd rather just walk into a clubhouse and see those 9 guys in the lineup every day. But when you have guys injured, you're going to have to change up the lineup. And when you can't find the leadoff guy, you're going to have to change up the lineup. This is what happens. These are the 2022 Philadelphia Phillies.
18-19 as they are with the finale tomorrow against San Diego. Let's
want to hold off?
I want to hold off on it because let's not get ahead of ourselves, especially when Zack Wheeler's waiting in the clubhouse. Here he is moments ago.
Pretty well for now for a while, but do you feel like this is maybe the best you feel? The last 3 or 4 have been really good.
It's definitely the best I've felt, but results were there, so I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, we still got a little bit to work on, so we'll get there.
What do you think you have to tweak? Because it looks, like you said, the results look pretty good.
I think it's still just building up a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, it was good, but there's still more to work on.
What was key for you tonight?
Command, I guess. Command was good for the most part. It wasn't all the way there, but it was good for the most part. got away with some pitches for sure. JT called a great game back there. It's awesome throwing to him, and defense did their thing too. So, yeah, I mean, I think it was just command.
Did you, after last night's disappointment, feel a little extra responsibility to turn it up tonight?
No, I don't try to do that. Sometimes it's human. Sometimes you try to, but I know we got a good team, and I just try to go out there and just do my thing and just pitch, the best I can, and hopefully the results help that. So I was able to, go out there and do well tonight.